So I've laid out a nice blanket, and feel free to do the same, because we aren't, our Wednesday sessions are very gentle, so you won't need the grip of your mat for the stretches that we're going to do. Sincerely thank you for pausing your day to join me, to get in a nice little stretch, and to pause also in the middle of your week. I hope this is a nice little reset for you. Okay, so wherever you are on your back, I want you to just close your eyes, and we'll start to drop into the body. So maybe lengthen out your breath a little bit as you pay a little more attention to the inhales and exhales. Maybe taking some time to fill the belly and then release. Just imagine letting go of anything from our day earlier today, or anything that we know of tonight that is just not serving us. Okay, that the energy around those thoughts of what happened or what is going to happen later, which may not even happen, or may not be as bad as we think it's going to be. Right now, in this moment, you just get to be. Okay, so let's just focus on what that feels like. Let's focus on what this moment brings up. Okay, and I know that it's not always pleasant. I know. But it's part of the human experience. And if we can, we'll allow ourselves to let that move through us, because if we allow it, it will move through us. So breathe deep. Check in with your body, your mind, your heart. You find your mind really busy, which is so common. Okay, please don't get frustrated. Gently guide it back to your breath and to this moment as many times as you need. But if it's helpful for you, or if you think it could be helpful, take your palms and place them over your belly, or maybe take a palm and place it over your heart. Sometimes just that physical touch helps you drop into this moment. And as we set our intention for today, we're just going to let it focus around gratitude. Okay, and today's gratitude is going to be very broad and yet very profound, and that is simply to be grateful for another day to walk this earth. Okay, because it might seem cliche, but at the end of the day, we all woke up today, and that is such a blessing. Truly it is. So close your eyes, breathe deep, and just repeat that to yourself. I am grateful for another day to walk this earth. Okay, and not only repeat that to yourself, but feel it. Let that gratitude consume you as you speak those words in your mind. I am grateful for another day to walk this earth. As we move tonight, I would invite you to repeat that to yourself as many times as you can remember. Make my way onto my back and join you. If you haven't already, I'll invite you to bend your knees and step your feet down onto your mat. Okay, from here, we're going to take the arms, reach them out behind, stretch out the torso. And I'll invite you to grab a hold of the right wrist here. Just gently kind of encourage that arm towards the left. You're going to have a nice stretch in the right side body. Then going to come back through center. Take your arms, reach them up towards the ceiling. Make some fists here and just roll your hands, your wrists, nice and slow. We're going to stick with one direction for a few breaths. Okay, when you're ready, switch direction. And for any piece of our practice today, there is absolutely no rush. So enjoy the slow process of movement, of stillness. Okay, then from here, we're going to draw the right arm across the chest. Okay. And as we hold these poses a little longer, I'll invite you, just like last week, to ease into this. Okay, so often we want to kind of dive into a stretch going as deep as we can right off the hop. But I'll invite you to maybe notice your edge and back off a little. And then as the time goes by, allow yourself to gradually deepen. Okay, and you are, of course, welcome at any time to, if it feels like too much or the tingling's uncomfortable, because tingling is for sure a common thing to feel. But just come out of the stretch, kind of work it out however you need, and then come back in whenever you're ready. Okay, take one more deep breath in here. As you exhale, open the arms out to the sides in the shape of a T. Draw the shoulder blades together and pause here. We're going to allow the knees to drop down towards the left. Just find a gentle twist. Okay, if you can, let gravity take here. You can take your gaze over the right shoulder. Okay, we'll slowly come back to center. Step the feet down. We're going to take the arms again, reach them out behind you. This time grab a hold of the left wrist and we'll gently draw it towards the right. Just far enough until you can feel a little stretch in the left side body. again, come back through center. We'll take the arms, reach them up back towards the ceiling. From here, we're going to start with stretching the fingertips apart from each other. Give your fingers a little wiggle, and then create fists. Just gently squeeze, build a little tension, and then release, open it up. Do that a couple more times. Squeeze, build some tension, hold, and then release. Feel that energy release when you do so. One more time, squeeze, and release. This time, interlace the fingers here, and then flip the palms so they're facing up and away. And just hold here. Okay, as you release, draw the left arm across your chest. Again, we're just gonna hold here.
Try to fix you. High up above and down below. When you're too in love to let it go. But if you never try, you'll never know just what you were.
Couple more breaths.
Lights will guide you home.
Okay, when you're ready, open the arms out to the sides. Again, palms face up. Draw the shoulder blades together. And we'll allow the knees to drop gently towards the right. This time, gaze over the left shoulder.
And I will try to fix you. Tears stream down your face when you lose something you cannot replace. Tears stream down your face and tears stream down your face. I promise you I will learn from my mistakes. Tears stream down your face and lights will
Slowly draw everything back up to the center. This time, hug the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Rock from side to side.
fix you.
Okay, then we're gonna come to center, take the knees and just start to make some slow circles. Notice the connection of the low back here as you do so. And again, there is no rush. We'll start with one direction. And then the other way. Okay, and from here, set your feet down onto the mat. I want you to reach the left arm out behind you and then roll on to that left side. Now, if you're facing away from your camera, you might want to turn yourself around so that you're facing me. We're going to keep the torso just kind of neutral on its side. We're going to take the right arm, reach it out in front. Then we're going to slowly drag the fingertips up overhead. We're going to pause at the top. We're going to reach the right leg down onto the mat and just get a nice side body stretch here. Okay, then draw that right knee back on top of your left. We're going to slowly start to open the shoulder a little more, so kind of allow it to drop open behind you. So the top of your shoulder is kind of facing up now. The palm is flipped up towards the ceiling. Letting it drop just as far as is comfortable today, as far down as you'd like. Again, find your edge. And I want you to just start to make kind of a rainbow all the way back down and in front. Okay. And just go back and forth. Pause where you'd like to pause if there's some tighter areas, or keep moving back and forth. If it's helpful for you, close your eyes and check in. Okay, now the next time that your palm rests in front of you, take a moment to pause. Okay, then we're going to press into the mat, lift your torso, and just open up your chest towards the left. Okay, gentle twist here, maybe a little hip stretch.
My love is pure. I saw an angel.
If you'd like to, you can lower down onto the forearms.
She was with another man, but I won't lose no sleep on that, 'cause I've got a plan. You're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, it's true. And there must be an angel with a smile on her face.
Press into your mat. We're going to walk the hands to the center. We're going to open up the right knee. Okay, soles of the feet come together. I'll adjust a little here so you can see me. Take a moment to just sit up nice and tall, and this might be where you stay today. Okay, just sitting up nice and tall. Option to forward fold. Just round into it.
I can see by her face that I was flying high, and I don't think that I'll see her again, but we shared a moment that would last to the end. You're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, it's true. And there must be an angel with a smile on her face, and I don't know what to do, 'cause I'll never be with you.
Okay, vertebrae by vertebrae, uncurl.
Sha-la-la,
We're going to step the left hand down. Take the right arm, reach it up, and then gently lean to the side.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful.
Press yourself back up, plant the right hand, take the left arm up, and again lean over.
Must be an angel with a smile on her face. I thought that I should be with you, and it's time to face the truth.
And press yourself back up. One more time, we're going to lengthen the spine. Take a deep inhale and stay as you are, or on your exhale, round forward. Okay, nice and slow, come back up. Take both hands behind you. We're going to heel toe the feet apart from each other so they're nice and wide. And then just gently allow the knees to drop from side to side. Okay, take your time. Okay, then when you're ready, we're going to swing the legs around. We're going to make our way onto the other side. So you'll be on your right side now. We'll take the left arm out front. Okay, and again, our torso here stays neutral the entire time. We're going to reach the fingertips up. We're going to hold here. Just let the fingertips rest. Extend the left leg down. We'll soak up a little side stretch here for a few breaths. Okay, now draw the left knee back on top of the right. And we're going to take that top arm, reach it behind, flip the palm facing up. And again, you can just explore creating that kind of rainbow with your hand back and forth, pausing as often as you'd like to hold, work out any tighter areas. Okay, and again, the next time that your hand is out front, we're going to plant the palm, pause here. When you're ready, press your torso up. And we're just going to open up the chest towards the right. Okay, try and have a nice long spine here. If you want to take it maybe a little deeper or change the stretch, you can lower down onto the forearms. keeping the chest square to the floor. Plant the palms down. Make your way onto your bottom, and we're gonna step the feet down onto the mat with your knees bent. Wrap yourself up here. Take your palms beneath your thighs, and we're just gonna slowly round forward. Okay, just as far as you'd like. You can let your legs drop all the way. Find a stretch there, or you can keep a nice bend like me and just allow your head to drop. We're just hoping for a stretch along the entire backside of the body. Okay, however you want to find that, however feels best for you today, please go there. You can also explore with flexing the feet or pointing the toes. Okay, but again, please gently ease into this one. Okay, vertebrae by vertebrae uncurl. Now as you get to the top, we're gonna find just another gentle twist. You're gonna take your left hand, reach it towards maybe the outside of your right thigh or knee or shin, maybe your ankle or your foot. And we're just gonna open up the chest towards the right, okay? You can take that right hand onto your hip. You can reach it out behind you. And also take it up towards the ceiling. Explore with whatever stretch feels best for you today. Release, come through center, sit yourself up. We're just gonna roll the shoulders out, nice and slow. Breathe deep. Switch direction. You know what I invite you to do tomorrow morning, if you can remember, is just pay attention to where your shoulders are first thing in the morning when you're walking around or washing your face. Soften the shoulders, explore with your head rolling from side to side. I've become extremely aware of how my shoulders like to ride up towards my ears as I'm brushing my teeth in the morning or washing my face, so I've been extra cautious to soften them and create some space. So I would encourage you to hopefully find some awareness tomorrow morning for you as well, and just check in where your shoulders are as you wake up first thing. Okay, coming back to the center. This time we're going to take the right hand across to either the left thigh or knee, or maybe the shin or the ankle or the foot, and we're just going to gently twist the torso, hand to the hip, maybe reaching out behind you, maybe up. Again, whatever version of this stretch feels best for you.
Been traveling these wide roads for so long. My heart's been far from you. 10,000 miles gone. Oh, I wanna come near and give every part of me. But there's blood on my
Again, come
hands.
through center. I want you to uncurl, sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in.
In my darkness, I
On your
remember
exhale, round forward.
Mama's words reoccur to
Okay,
me.
a few more breaths in stillness. Feel
Surrender
free
to
to
the
keep a
good
nice
Lord
bend in the knees or straighten them out.
and to wipe your slate clean. Take me to your river. I wanna go. Go. Take me to your river. I wanna know. Dip me in your smooth waters. I go in as a man with many crowns. Come up for air as my sins flow down the Jordan. Oh, I wanna come near.
Again, slowly uncurl.
Every part of me.
We're going to swing the legs around and make our way onto our belly.
And my lips are unclean.
And I want you to just place the forearms down onto your mat to start with. We're just going to open the chest here. Okay, we want you to be really mindful of your low back. You can protect it by kind of tucking the tailbone under here. Okay? Or almost like you were pressing your pubic bone down into the mat. It's going to help protect the low back. You can also just lessen the angle, maybe drawing the elbows a little further back or forward. Okay, our hope here is to stretch out the abdomen and across the shoulders, so however you can find that safely. Okay, from here, take your arms out to the sides, palms facing down, and just choose a cheek to come to the mat. And as you breathe, let your belly press in to the ground and just relax.
Take me to your river. I wanna go. Lord, please let me know. Take me to your river. I wanna know.
Okay, bring your chin through center. We're gonna glide the fingertips, the hands in. Okay, so still maybe just stack them beneath your elbows. Okay, you can even lift up onto the tips of your fingers. And we're just gonna let one shoulder drop while the other lifts. And then go back the other way. Okay, you can take your head with you. So as my left shoulder drops, my right lifts and my gaze heads towards the right. Okay, and then just go back and forth. You can rest your cheek as you reach each side if you'd like. You can pause wherever you'd like or just keep finding a flow. Okay. This time, take your arms down the length of your mat, palms facing up. Let your shoulders roll forward and bring the opposite cheek to your mat to just breathe deep. As your belly presses into the ground, feel your low back expand. Okay, from here, bring the chin to the center, take the left arm, reach it out to the side. Then we're going to gently press into the mat with the right hand. Just very gently roll over that shoulder. Okay, and it might just be a little bit, just you kind of pressing here, you might feel a nice stretch. You might roll right onto that left hip. And this might be perfect. You might bend that top knee and set the right foot down behind, opening the chest here. Lots of options to find a shoulder stretch. But again, because we're going to hold here for a while, I'm going to invite you to ease into this. Okay, take your time.
I'm starting to remember. I'm starting to remember where I came from, where I'm going. I'm starting to remember. I'm starting to remember where I came from and where I'm going. I'm starting to.
At any point, feel free to either sink a little deeper or back off, maybe come out all together for a few breaths. And then just join back when you're ready. Okay, we're going to square the chest and the hips back to the ground. You just take both arms back down by your sides, palms facing up, opposite cheek to the mat, and just breathe.
See the stone set in your eyes. See the thorn twist in your side. I wait for you. Sleight of hand and twist of fate. On a bed of nails, he makes me wait. And I
So this time we're going to take the right arm off to the side. And again, just very gently roll over it. Let your head rest on a blanket or your mat. You might roll right onto that side. And you might eventually step the left foot down behind as you open the hip. Make sure that you check in with this side of the body. It might feel a little tighter or maybe a little more open than your left side did. This is the time on your mat to become aware of those things in our bodies, those imbalances.
give yourself away, and you give, and you give, and you give yourself away. My hands are tied, my body bruised. You got me with nothing to win and nothing left to lose, and you give yourself away, and you give yourself away, and you give, and you give, and you give yourself away. With or without you, I can't
And
live.
slowly square the chest and the head, the hips back to your mat, arms behind you, palms up, cheek to the mat, and breathe. Okay, from here, pull your fingertips forward, plant your palms. We're going to press back to a child's pose. Okay, and I'm just going to use this time to show you that there are a few different versions of child's pose. So you're more than welcome to keep your arms out in front of you as you rest your chest and your head down. Okay. If your head isn't quite reaching the mat, I would keep your hands out in front of you for support. But if your head rests on the mat, another option here is to take your arms out behind you with the palms facing up. Let the shoulders drop and just let the forehead rest.
You could go home, escape it all. It's just irrelevant. It's just medicine. It's just medicine.
And breathe deep. You can also take your knees a little wider or keep the knees close together. Just explore with what feels best.
You could still be what you want to, what you said you were when I met you. You've got a warm heart, you've got a beautiful brain, but it's disintegrating. From all the
Okay, my friends, you're more than welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. But I want you to use the rest of this song to finish up your practice however you'd like. Okay, so this is your time to check in and take any other stretch that maybe we didn't get to today that suits you.
You could still be what you want to be, what you said you were when you met me. You could still be what you want to, what you said you were when I met you, when you met me, when I met you.
Take a few more moments, especially if you have come into a stretch that needs the balance of stretching the other side of your body. Okay. If you are ready to come back to your stillness, I'll invite you to make your way onto your back, similar way that you started. Okay, whatever feels best as always. And when you do come to your final resting pose, just want you to close your eyes. Take a few big, deep breaths. Just let the exhale out your mouth. Take as many big belly breaths as you need, allowing your body to relax. Feel heavy, let go, and just be for a little while longer. Okay, we'll practice having patience with a busy mind, the mind that wants to focus on the past or the future. We'll practice keeping our attention on this moment by simply keeping our awareness on the breath or the music, just dropping into the body.
Take me away to a different place, to the ocean or to outer space. And all of these complications disappear. And all that is left, all that is left is the peace that I hold here. And so please, would you please let me close, oh, let me close my eyes. 'Cause all I need at this moment, hey, is a lullaby. Ooh, it's a lullaby. Ooh, it's a lullaby. The ocean is where I need to be. I hope that this song can carry me. And if you like, well, you could come with me. And I will show you everything that you need to see. So please, would you please let me close, oh, let me close my eyes? 'Cause all I need at this moment, hey, is a lullaby. So please, would you please let me close, oh, let me close my eyes? 'Cause all I need at this moment, hey, is a lullaby. Ooh, is a lullaby.
You start to bring some gentle movement back into your body. Start to deepen your breath. And again, just let the air out your mouth as you begin to check back in with your body. And start to stretch out the body. Bend the knees, draw them towards your chest. And when you're ready, roll yourself over onto your side. Just pause there for a couple breaths. And then when you're ready, you can make your way up to find a comfortable seat. And you are more than welcome to keep your palms in your lap. But I do invite you, if it's in your practice, to draw your palms to heart center, closing your eyes wherever you are. Just again, repeating some gratitude back to your heart one more time. Just for having a gift of walking this earth one more day. Thank you so much, my friends. Please feel free to turn your cameras on and mute yourself if you'd like. Such a blessing to practice with you all, even from afar. And I hope whatever you were able to cultivate for yourself in this last hour, I hope you can carry it with you into your night. But thank you again, and have a lovely night. Namaste.